Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I'm really glad to tell you that this is officially our first order which we have taken from this cute cosplayer, Hanta. And we are designing a superwoman costume for her. So dive in the video, check me ace it. So let's just check what all material we would need. So this is all what we would need. I have taken lycra pasting or interfacing you can say. Blue lycra fabric for top, golden for belt, and red crepe for the skirt, red satin for the cape, zips, and velcro. And we would need all the other sewing essentials. So yeah, let's just start. So for different width of fabric, you would need different measures of fabric. Here I'm taking 2.5 meter of red crepe and will paste the lycra interfacing. I keep forgetting the name. So the hack is that you have to use this dotted, what we would say, a little textured area on the fabric where you want to stick it, and use the iron direct on the non-textured area, and your textured area will stick with your main fabric. This will make your fabric more sturdy and will give appropriate volume to your fabric. Here I've taken 2.5 meters of crepe fabric, red crepe fabric, which you can see. I've done 4 fold of it. One is an open side, one is a closed side. Then I'm taking a radius of 4 inches. Yeah. And then I have measured the maximum length I could take out, and that was 16. So exactly this is why I said that different width of fabric will actually affect the length of your skirt, because we are just actually taking the radius, and if the width of your fabric is real good, you might not need a lot of fabric then, and it will make a very flary skirt out of it. So choose your fabric wisely. And this is only reason that I made this markings in the market itself, because I was not very sure that if I would be able to take out the length I would need. So yeah, and here I'm cutting my skirt out of the main fabric. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the skirt. And so basically you guys, this was a cutting for skater skirt. So yeah, that's it. I'm cutting it in the video. Now just quickly measure the waist, and it came out to be exact what I needed, 28. So now just keep it aside and take out your lycra fabric, which I have taken for my top, because I wanted it to be like real fitted thing to make it look more like a superwoman skin. Yes. So just 4 fold your fabric again, and no, I have done double fold. I have double folded my fabric because I'm using my old top which fits the client's measures, and now I am gonna just trace it. It's a very easy, I would say it's an easy alternative. If you have a garment which is suiting the measures of your client, you can just grab it and do what makes more sense for you. For me, it was really a quick project. I just got 2 days to make it, so I took all the shortcuts I could possibly take. So yeah, here I'm taking the exact armhole from some other garment which was suiting the measures of my client. And I have taken 3-inch broad shoulder only, because it's a boat neck, and to give that look, 3 inches were enough. And for neck also, I'm keeping it 3 inches deep. Now I've just cut it out from the main fabric, and I will keep aside the back part. Yes. And now I will make the front armhole. So basically it will go half an inch inside. And now we'll follow this line and cut out our front armhole. So here our front panel is also ready. We'll keep it aside and take out the fabric for sleeves. I have folded this fabric, and now I'm pinning it so that it just stays in the place while I do my markings, because it's lycra and it's really very slippery. Now I will mark the required length of the sleeves, which is 22 for my client, plus 1 inch for sewing allowance. Now for the armhole, come down by 3 inches and take the half of the armhole from that point to the corner of the folded side. Now take half of that line and mark half inch above from that point, forming a C arc from the initial point which we marked at 3 inches to the corner. Now mark half of that first half and go 1 inch down and mark a point. Now you need to make an S arc joining all the 3 points. Now mark your wrist round measures. That will be half of your wrist round. Now join this point to the armhole point, giving that perfect shape for sleeves. Save half an inch for stitching allowance and follow the line to cut your sleeve. While cutting your sleeve, take care that we are following the back armhole cut and not the front armhole cut, as it will cut both of them as a front armhole sleeves. So yeah, open your fabric now after cutting it, and now you can cut the front armhole for 2 of your sides. I hope this makes sense. Yes. Now make the center notch. It will make easy to place it on the armhole of the bodice. So as to make the fabric look more sturdy, we will stick the interfacing on the main fabric. Just take the wrong side of your main skirt fabric, and there you can fix your interfacing, because you need to have it inside your skirt. Yes. So you can see how fluidy, how sturdy it's looking now. Now take your belt and zipper and mark all the points as shown in the video. Cut the fabric to make the zipper casing, and yeah. So yeah, pin the belt with your fabric so it just stays in the place while you stitch it down. And yes, following up to the stitching part, and I just don't know what to really say here, because it's such a big clip. I don't even want to chop a lot, because then you guys might find it a little difficult to follow up. But yeah. Yeah, so let this video do it. Rest of tutoring. Yes, so we have successfully pinned the belt with the actual skirt. Now I was marking the zip like till where I would need it. I've stitched it here, and now I am just following the zip line down, so that now I can just grab my zip and put that zip inside. Keeping this skirt aside, now I would now work on some other parts of our costume, and still the clip is so long. You guys enjoy it. So I'm an actual noob when it comes to attach the zip, so I took some outside help for it. You can also take a little help if you need, and if you can do it, that's really good. Like, placing a zip nicely is very important for its smooth working. Yes, which I am not able to do, so I will get it done from outside. And now these were the patterns which you can see on the top of superwoman bodies. So this was made by me by just doing a top stitch with different patterns. It was a zigzag pattern which I have used, and one, I guess, a zigzag pattern, and yeah, a straight stitch. And now I have stitched all the pieces together, forming a top, and this has turned out so good. Proud moment for me. Okay, so yeah, I was doing it for the first time, so I was obsessed with the piece. Now here I'm cutting the belt for the costume. Now I break down the belt into two parts. Why is that? Because I have to make that V thing in between. You would understand like how we can make it. We just need to place both of them together and give a slant stitch, and when we will flip it, it will absolutely give us a victory V. Like, yeah, you can see at the back the kind of stitch I have given, and added Velcro. Now the patchwork. This was the toughest thing in this whole costume. So first sketch out the logo of Superman. Yeah, something super woman, man, whatever. And just check out if the placement is nice. And now take the red fabric, pin it to the fabric nicely, and yeah, use it as a stencil and pin it on your main fabric. Cut, and like this. So be patient while you are doing this, because you don't know what is actually getting cut, and it turned out to be so good again. Oh my god, pat my back. Okay, going again to our golden fabric and using this red fabric as a stencil, but before than that we would just paste it to the canvas to make it more sturdy, and so that it could actually work as a stencil and not a fabric. Okay, yeah, so I'm here pasting it to the canvas like that, and I would stitch. If you have a canvas which just get pasted by the ironing, that's even good. And now I just pasted that thing, pinned that thing on the golden fabric, and now cutting all the unwanted thing and on the main top. That's so good, boy. Just look at this boy. Just look at this boy, and the finishing. You can check the finishing by the back of the patchwork. How great! How great! I'm obsessed because even I didn't know it would turn out this good. Here's our skirt. I got that zip done from outside, and it also turned out so good. Like, you guys can see how perfect it's looking, right? Okay, so we were done with all of the parts of our costume, and now it was cape. So before doing it, the satin was really crushed. I just ironed it and hemmed it from both of the sides which needed hemming. The other two sides were fine. They were picoed, I guess not picot and whatever it is. Now making pleats of this fabric to give that, yes boy, like this. And just do a top stitch to keep all the plates in the place. And now to attach it to the main garment, main top, I have used what we would say, the clips. Yeah, the clips. And yes, this is how our costume turned out. Hope you all liked it, and look at the flow of the cape. Pretty, right? And this was really fluid skirt. It was so flowy, so flowy. It felt so good on, you know, I'm just obsessed. I was so glad at this moment that yes, I did it in just 2 nights, and look my client just wearing it right, and wow. So if you like the video and my hard work, so please share your love and like, share, subscribe.